to stop this. What's good, man? What's good, man? Can you hear me now? Hey, my bad. Let me know if you guys can hear me now, man. I had to reconnect it because I was losing my stuff, man. Let me know if you can hear me now. What's good? What's good? What's good? Let me know. Yeah, okay, cool, man. My bad. Yeah, basically I had something going on in the background. I did a video and I was processing it. I was trying to, walk and chew bubble gum at the same time, and it was slowing everything down, man. And I didn't want to have that happen. So yeah. yeah. In case you didn't know, I'm still geeked. I'm still geeked off that fight last night, man. Oh my God, man. I'm still geeked up. Still geeked. But hey, man, let me go through these comment sections since I'm actually late to my own live stream. Crazy shit. Jerk K say Fanon to Don. What's good, man? What's good, Darth? We got Darth Vader in the house. Dog ZZJL. Let's get it, man. Abby Et says Fanon was good. Thomas Finnegan. Hey, what's good, Thomas Finnegan? 54 Trill Swan, man. I haven't even seen the Bivol fight. I got to do one later this evening. I mean, I got to check it out. I went back and watched which one did I watch? I watched something, man. I can't even remember what it was, man. Honestly, man, this is a wilder weekend for me. I couldn't mess with HBO, man. They did it real dirty by putting that fight on there. And I just couldn't, quiet as kept, man. I just couldn't I just can't do it, dog. I couldn't support that foolishness. How are you going to have that on the same date as the best heavyweight? This is the best heavyweight boxing match in the United States that have been taking place since like 2003, and they're gonna counter program the shit with Sergey Kovalev. I couldn't support it, dog. I couldn't support it, man. I couldn't put any time in it, and even right now, I'm still ticked. But I hear that Bivol knocked him out, and I had favored Bivol to win the fight because I figured Sullivan Barrera had been knocked down by Joe Smith and lesser dude, so that was Bivol's time, man. It was good. I mean, congratulations to Bivol for sure. But I can't respect, HBO, man, come on, man. That was ridiculous. You could have made that shit another weekend, man. 1-2, what's happening? How you feeling, man? Vince, how you feeling, my lady? I'm sorry, I get so quick going through that I say that to you, and I apologize. All right, let me go down to the beginning of this because we got a lot of things I meant. Yeah, hit the like button, man. Oh yeah, man. Broderick Hunt said, Fanon, I didn't even think twice about HBO. I did not, man. I couldn't give a fat flying fornication what that dude was talking about, dog. I mean, come on, man. How you gonna kind of program that? I'm amped up, man. And seriously, I usually do like numbers videos and all that. I don't even care, man. I don't even care. I don't care if I was the only one to watch that fight. That was a hell of a fight. That was what's good, man. Fanon faded on them drinks. I'm not faded. I am sober. Sober as they come, dog. I'm just happy. I love boxing, man. Not that I'm above getting my twist on. I got no problem with that whatsoever, but that is not it today. It is the love of the heavyweight division and the fact that I think that, hey, man, that's the best division in boxing. Straight up. It's the best division in boxing. So if you hear me being happy, it's me being happy. It's not me being intoxicated. But hey, I wouldn't mind, and I might get me a little sip. What the hell, man? It's Sunday and it's after 12. Maybe I will. Yeah. Stream says offline for me. It says connection closed, Javier Logan. That's just because I got this whack ass system that always has that up. Oh, no, man. That was That was a long ass time ago. I tried to go to the beginning. Will Magic Man says, I think Fury beats them all. Yeah, very well could be. No doubt, man. Oh, Darkness Awakens says, I'm getting my drinky drink on. Maybe I have a little sip, dog. I might have a little sip with y'all. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do that. While I take a second, man, it might take me a little second to pour some, man. And fuck it, let's do it. And let's do something. Hey, man, we should play a game, man. Take a shot at what, man. I saw this channel do take a shot if they get to 100 likes. But I can't see what my likes are on this screen. But we get to 100 likes, man, I'll take a shot. There you go. So like it up, dog. Trolls are saying scorecards were fixed now. Whatever, man. Oh, what were the scorecards? As if it matters. Does the scorecards matter? I'm sorry, I thought he got sparked. For now, we must abandon HBO. They whack ass program. Oh yeah, man, Gregory Wyatt all day. Hey, and thank you for taking on that. Thank you for taking on the taking on that wrench, dog. Seriously, it's troll free again. For the people who were in the live chat yesterday, hey man, I was allowing the trolls to have their day, man. We back to acting like we got sense around here, dog. Oh, P Money says, 85-84 Wilder on all three judges. Thomas Finnegan, 87-84 Wilder. Who cares? Who cares? And? You know what I'm saying? And? Hey, yeah, dog. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. All right, got it ready for y'all. I'm going to take me a little sippy sip. There you go. All right, so the buzz will be on before long. I'm a lightweight. 1-2 says for now. Yeah, that's what's up. Oh, thank you. Greg Rice says Troll Hunter reporting to duty. Hey, seriously, blap them. As soon as they act a little foolish, dude, blap them. Just pop. Got to get the fuck out, dog. Yeah, Thomas Finnegan says knockout, baby. Yeah, what difference does it make, man? Now you know perfectly well some people are just trying to find a way to disrespect Deontay Wilder if they bring up scorecards. You're talking about a robbery that you thought might have happened. I mean, what's the logic behind that, man? What's the logic behind that? What's the logic behind saying, oh, they had Wilder up on the scorecards and he was behind on the scorecard, so clearly it was fixed. It was, or maybe that's what they're saying. They was a double fix or something. You think Ortiz took a dive or something? You know what I'm saying? This shit is fucking ridiculous. Hey, man, my man Daniel Valdez, what's good? Thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Fanon, did you watch a verbal fight between Jermell Charlo and Danny Jacobs after a Wilder fight? Yes, I did. And I'm glad that you asked that question. Let me tell you, I knew that was going to happen, man. I knew it was going to happen. Number one, Charlo went to New York City talking smack in this dude's hometown, talking about where he at. I'm here. I'm in your hometown. I'm in Brooklyn. Where you at? This is Brooklyn, right? And he from here? Where he at? My man Daniel Jacobs walked by in that ugly ass shirt he had on, that Hawaiian ass shirt in the middle of winter. Hey, I guess it ain't middle of winter. It's, dog, I don't know what that shirt was, but anyway, so he walks up, man, like, oh, yeah, I showed up at the right time, huh? And walked up on dude. Now, I'm going to tell you, I saw it from different angles. That shit had to be something like, you watching a punch from different angles. So the first angle that I saw it, I was like, dang, did Danny Jacobs punk him? Because the way that I'm looking at this angle, it looks like, Jermell Charlo don't want none. And my man is talking about, what's up? What we going to do? Then I watch it from another angle, man. I'm going to tell you what I saw. I saw Jermell Charlo being bigger than him, man. Sitting up on that wall looking like he's tired as a mug. They shook hands and walked away at the end, but hey, man, that's cool. Let's make it happen, dog. Let's make it happen. All that stuff is good, but I'm telling you, man, I would love to see that fight, man. I would absolutely love to see Jermell Charlo in there with Daniel Jacobs. I think this is a time when fight fans need to start asking for fights. We need to cut out all the talk. In my opinion, cut out all the talk about, who makes the most money, who sells the most tickets, who needs to do what, this, that, and the other damn thing in order to get their chance, in order for us to be able to see a fight. That's like you trying to punt. Hey, Kush Arcades, people still are discrediting Wilder's win. What's good, Kush Arcade? Yeah, you got Kush Arcades. You got one of them what do you call those avatars that look closely like somebody that was real disrespectful to me the other day, man. But I don't think it was you, Kush Arcade. So what's good, my man? Real Amun with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. And always, man, you definitely represent, man. And you always bring the conversation onto some intellectual, socio-political conversations, dog, that have me way outside of my, mission statement for the channel, dog. But I'm always more than happy to oblige, man. Fanon International Boxing, glad you're streaming. What makes Wilder's straight right so lethal? It's raw, a God's gift, or some technique involved? I think it's all the above, man. That's an athlete. This is what I was going to say. I actually was contemplating the video I was going to make, but bump it, man. Fuck it. I'll tell you what I think now. He's an athlete. He's an athlete, man. He might not have picked up boxing, till later in life, but he's an athlete. He's a gifted athlete. And all of this stuff about cats being awkward and, him being awkward and throwing punches from funny angles and, all this stuff. At the end of the day, that boy's an athlete. He's an athlete, man. I'm going to tell you a story. This is going to be one of these, I'm getting older when I fucking can tell you a damn story about damn near anything you want to hear about, because I've been on this earth a while. Man, there are some things, dude, when you get an athlete in front of you, fundamentals are there to make things consistent and repeatable, right? But sometimes you got cats who are so fucking athletic that they can overcome that shit. Size is one of those things. Like, you can't teach size. You can't teach a cat to be 6'7". And you can't teach a cat to be quick and fast. And NBA players, that's why, like, people sometimes think that, or say, and I'm getting, this is what I think about, your question. This is where your question leads me. I can't tell you. I think it's God's gift, because he's an athlete. He's an athlete, like Allen Iverson, man. Some of you cats might be younger, don't remember Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson. Oh, I can't believe you don't remember him. But the thing about Allen Iverson that a lot of people don't know is that Allen Iverson, even though he's a Hall of Fame basketball player, his best sport was football. But he got in some trouble, related to some stuff that happened where he's from. I think it's Newport, Virginia, where he's from, that kept him from playing football. So he went to the Hall of Fame in his second sport. Allen Iverson, dude, could have been a world-class sprinter. He could have been a world-class a professional football player, a quarterback. He obviously was a Hall of Fame basketball player. I would be shocked if he couldn't have been a Hall of Fame shortstop in baseball. Sometimes you just get athletes. Same thing with Ali. People talk all this shit about, Ali's too small. He's an athlete. That was a great athlete. I mean, my people are from Louisville. And it's like, look, people, you got to understand, that dude's an athlete. So the things that you can do, that he can do, can't be taught. You can't teach somebody to be that damn quick. You can't teach, quick twitch muscles. You can't teach that type of power. You can't teach that strength. Now, some people have called that country strength, right? Like, you see these cats, in the country who are real, real strong. I know dudes like that. That's something. Hey, shout out to Black Fight Fan TV. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to 78 Sports TV and Blood Boxing. Much respect for all y'all do, what y'all do. I've known a country strong motherfucker, dude. I've known a country strong dude. This dude weighed 220 pounds in college, or 260 pounds in college. He would go into the gym and lift weights and I went to a small college in New Orleans, so it ain't like we had, the best facilities in the world. But, they had cats that were training every day, lifting weights, benching 300, benching 350, repping 300. And this dude, we used to call his ass Big. I won't give his name, but Big. Just call it Big Tim. We used to call him Big Tim. It ain't actually Big Tim if there's a Big Tim out there. It used to be Big Tim. Big Tim would go into the gym and we'd be like, dude, why don't you lift? Why don't you play football? And he's like, my dad is a preacher. He didn't want me to play football because he didn't want me to hurt nobody. And, my mother and father wouldn't let me play football. So, and he's a preacher now. He's a preacher now. He's a Baptist minister now. And his walk around weight, was like he had skinny ass legs, but his chest was like gigantic. And he walked into the gym and would just like, people would talk shit. Like, two stories about dude. And this is on to Deontay Wilder, because I think this is the type of dude Deontay Wilder is. He went into the gym against these cats. And they were like, man, Big Tim, man, how much can you lift? He's like, man, throw all that shit on there. He's like, just throw the shit on there. Man, that shit was like maybe, it's not super duper, but it was like 450. Like it was over 400 pounds. I think it was like 450. My room, it was like 400 pounds. And dude just got up underneath there. He does not lift weights. And he just picked that mug up, boom, boom, and set it up on the top and walked out. He was like, man, look, that's easy. That's not even fun for me. That shit, lifting weights, not fun for me. Because I got in a little, he's a member of my fraternity, and I was playing with him because I used to, we used to, what fraternities do. But I made him, it's what you call made him, right? So he had to be like, do what I said and all shit. And then he crossed. And one day I was talking shit. And at the time I was like I'm 6'2", 220 at the time. This dude, I said something he didn't like. This dude grabbed me by my belt buckle. Picked me up off the ground, lifted me in the air, and lightly dropped me on top of a car. He didn't drop me heavy. He just laid me down on a car and looked at me. I was like, damn, Big Tim, for real. That's Deontay Wilder, dog. You ain't gonna do nothing with that, man. And that's Deontay Wilder. That's why your boy, what's his name? Tony Bellew shook his hand and was like, that's the minute I knew I wasn't fighting this dude. That's dude 6'7" and 212 pounds of real. Okay, he ain't 212 pounds of weightlifting. That's what he's supposed to be, man. He's supposed to be 212. He ain't on no supplements. He's not trying to get big for the hell of getting big, right? Just to be strong and out-muscle you. He got that athletic ability, man. That's what I think about Deontay Wilder. And that's why him being awkward and all that, when he gets to 35, 36 years old, if he doesn't fix that, that's going to get him knocked out. If he gets to 35 and 36 years old, that's going to get him knocked out. Straight up. It's going to get him knocked out. But while he's 32, 33, hey, man, next 3-4 years while he still has it and he can still see, because I don't know if you cats checked his eyes out. That's the thing that stood out to me, and I'll get to the comment section. The thing that stood out most to me about that fight was his eyes. Man, that dude's eyes were bugged out, completely wide open. It looked like he never blinked. So he could see everything that was coming. That's athletic ability, man. And he's just a better athlete. He's just a better athlete. And cats can say about his form or whatever, that's the best athlete. And until he loses that athleticism, a great athlete will beat somebody that's technically sound. You can be as technically sound as you want in basketball guarding Allen Iverson. He's going by you, dude. Straight up. He's going by you. You can have your feet in the right position. You can do everything perfectly, whatever. He's going right by you. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I see with Deontay Wilder. You can do everything you want to do. You can be in position. You can have your hands right. You can look to counter him. But when he sees that punch, he's out of there. All that stuff that what you think is wild, what most people might think is wild stuff, and it is wild stuff. He sees what's going on. It ain't no accident he's not getting hit. It ain't an accident. You see him throwing all those wild punches, and Luis Ortiz is countering technically sound counter punches, trying to set him up. It's not an accident that they're not landing. They're not landing because his eyes are big as plates, and he sees it all coming. And he's quick enough to respond to it. And that might hurt him later on down the road, but it ain't hurting him now. And it ain't going to help Anthony Joshua. Because if he hits you with that wayop, you going to sleep. Ain't even a question. Are you going to go to sleep? Did you see how he moved Luis Ortiz's head from one side of his shoulder to the other? His head was like a bobble doll. Boop, boop. Because of speed and length. Centrifugal force from the floor up through his legs, through his hips, through his shoulders, through his fist, on your ass. Snooze time, dog. That's what I think gives his power. He's an athlete, man. And you cats want to talk all this shit about him being fundamentally unsound. Okay, he's fundamentally unsound, man. That might get him later on, but it ain't getting him now. And that's what cats need to be worried about. The best athlete in the welterweight division is Deontay Wilder. The best technical fighter in the heavyweight division was probably Luis Ortiz. But the best athlete, if you had to put it this way, you got to put Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder in the foot race. Who you putting your money on? Anthony Joshua gonna get his ass blown out. 10 in 100 by might be 15 yards. He's not as fast. You might put him in some artificial construct like a bench press contest. Yeah, Anthony Joshua might win, but Anthony Joshua's not as good an athlete as Deontay Wilder is. And unless he can overcome that gap, dog, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be some shit like it's going to be like Gary Payton trying to guard Allen Iverson. Hey, man, over the course of years, yeah, you're going to stop a lot of cats, but that dude there, you're not going to stop him. You just got to figure out whether or not you can keep his ass under 50. Now, is he like somebody who can combine the two of like, a Jordan or somebody who's very, very technically sound and a super athlete? Hey, man, like LeBron James, dude. LeBron James is just, you can do what you want. He's scoring on you, man. You know what I mean? He's scoring on you. Hey, chalk it up, homie. You giving the point up. He's too much for you. And that's what I think about Deontay Wilder. I think he's an athlete, man. A beast of an athlete at that. All right, yo. Forgive me, man. Hey, but thank you for the super chat. So I went on that for a little while, man, Rio, because, Hey, Lewis Coleman, I missed that $1. Damn it. I missed that super chat. Thank you, Lewis Coleman. I don't see a question associated with it. Nino Brown Boxing says, Fanon, Omar Figueroa pulled out of the AB fight. What? You kidding me, man? Well, pulled out of it for what? Drunk driving charges, or he doesn't think he's going to be able to make the weight? Damn shame, dog. Damn shame. Might be a good thing for Omar Figueroa, though. I mean, for Adrian Bronner, because I didn't see him winning that fight. Excuse me. I did not see him winning that fight, man. Wow, that's a big one, man. That's a big one right there. All right, let me back up. I'm going to look for some Fanons for people who have not and thank you to the super chats, man. Thank you so much, Daniel Vasquez, Rio Amon, Lewis Coleman. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sirs. Fanon, did you see the punching landings on the back of the head? This is Shogun Boxing. That's what Severn was complaining about. Yeah, I did. I don't know if it was the back of the head or if he was hooking him around the ear, but I did see the punches after the bell. All right. I saw the punches after the bell, and that is what it is. Around the back of the head, I don't know, because that's pretty much the same thing. That's that same thing around the back of the ear. I don't know if it was behind the ear. Is that behind the head? Is real borderline, but yeah, I saw it. Absolutely. I mean, it is what it is, man. As my man, Black Fight Fan TV says, it is what it is, Brad, homie. I got to ask him, man. That's some Texas right there. Broderick Hunter, Fanon, I noticed he didn't blink in that mask. Couldn't tell if they real. He doesn't blink, man. That dude's eyes are like, saucepans, man, as big as they are. And having good eyes is a talent, man. That's a talent. That's a focus, man. If you looked at how he was looking at Luis Ortiz and what he was doing, man, his eyes were wide open. So he could see everything. And that's a statement that Evander Holyfield said about him. So, hey, man, it's what's good. Hey, what's good, Roy Babineau? What's happening with you, my man? Oh, SJ Fish 101 said, Fanon, what's up? I'm up in here. That's good, man. We having a good conversation about this boxing. I hope people are enjoying the conversation about it. Nino Brown Box, Fanon, I read an article said they're saying shoulder injury, not anything related to legal troubles. Oh, man, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. Man, it's a shoulder injury. Yeah, it's not up on this site that I check news on. But man, hey man, my man Nino Brown says it is as good as news to me, my man. Oh man, look at this. This is an article that came out, Boxing News 24. This is one of these cats be, sneak dissing. Deontay Wilder turned down $4.5 million for White, for $2.1 million for Ortiz. I'm really glad that they put that article out, man. That's what's up. I'm really glad they put that article out. Because if he passed up $4.5 million to take on the baddest man, dog, it's from ESPN. Yeah, they do get it hot. They do get it hot, dog. So let me go check it out. I can't stand listening to Dan Raphael, but Dan Raphael, he's got the insider angles. Okay, maybe is it tweeted or something? Because I don't see it on their main website. Oh, here it is. Okay, junior welterweight Omar Figueroa, 27-1, 19 KOs, is withdrawn from a world title eliminator fight against Adrian Bronner, which was scheduled for April 21st as a Showtime main event. Multiple sources told ESPN on Sunday. Although Figueroa faces a March 26th court date for a DUI charge in January, one source said the reason for the withdrawal is because of a shoulder injury, not his legal issues. They are looking for a new opponent for Bronner. You know what, man? Adrian Bronner must have done something real right in another lifetime, dog, because he just got left off the hook, dog. He just got his ass let off the hook, homie. No doubt, dude. He got his ass let off the hook, man. The Cali Enigma, and I'll back up because my Cali Enigma, thank you for the super chat, sir. Man, how come you guys gonna have me take a sip of something, man? Now I'm like buzzed. Who did that to me, man? This is me being buzzed. The Cali Enigma. It's sad how many Americans hate Wilder, but he's the first one to yell out, "God bless America, shake my effing head." Look, man, you ain't got to shake your head. You know what it is, man. First of all, they don't believe that Deontay Wilder is part of it. And honestly, man, that's passive aggressive on the part of Deontay Wilder by putting it in their face. Look, man, and this is what I wish the cats in the UK would understand. For real. Now you got me on one of my Fanon rants. I did a video. It's a really good channel out of Jamaica. Shout out to my man Red Fox. I haven't seen his videos in a minute, but if you guys got a chance, go check out Red Fox. Very fair, very open-minded channel out of Jamaica, man. Also does like different type of videos on like film review and stuff like that. The first cat on YouTube, man, that had a real good back and forth conversation, email conversation, but and I told him, man, I was like, look, you got to be careful what you're doing over there in Jamaica when you start talking about America. All right, if you are some European dude and you listen, because it's easy to get it twisted up. We think we talking on the same platform and you can hear what I'm saying, but that doesn't mean you live where I live. You're not from where we're from. And you can't tell what it is these people are really saying. Even though what's coming out of their mouth might make sense, trust me, they will switch that shit up as fast as they fucking can, dude. Because they don't care about whether or not the truth or the validity of their logic. They care about their end result. And at the end of the day, it's disrespecting a black man in America. They do that. Not all of them. And I'm definitely not saying like the whole country or whatever, but there is without a doubt a little peon ass cats on YouTube. And as far as I can count, there might be maybe 120 of them, about 120 that specialize in irritating motherfuckers on YouTube. And I blocked them all, dog. Trust me. And I've seen them in different names. You cannot agree. If you agree with them, you're fucking yourself over, dude. Because trust me, you think that they're supporting Anthony Joshua. They're not supporting Anthony Joshua. They're not supporting Anthony Joshua. What they're doing is they're trying to tear down Deontay Wilder. But they don't have somebody that they would like to tear him down, so they're going to use somebody else. It's like the Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali deal. Like I've always said, one of the things that I really didn't like about Muhammad Ali, what I thought was, the worst thing that he had said about Joe Frazier, calling him a gorilla and all that. What people might not understand, where you got to look on the side of Ali, is that Ali was the bad guy on that. And Joe Frazier was getting lifted up as the guy that would beat him, not because they liked Joe Frazier, because they threw Joe Frazier to the side as quick as they could. As soon as he didn't meet, what they needed, they never thought about his ass again. Same thing for Kovalev. Same thing will happen with GGG. Same thing will happen with Lomachenko. They are not the fans of these fighters. They are haters on on their fellow Americans, or their fellow people from the United States of America. That's what they're doing. So when you put your videos out about how Deontay Wilder's not a draw and how Deontay Wilder's a bum and all that, you don't understand that, man, what you're doing. You think it's some old shit just about boxing, just like, is AJ a bigger draw than Deontay Wilder? And you run with that shit. That's why I have no patience for it, because I didn't have a dog in the fight between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Truth be told, you can check out my earlier videos. I didn't have a dog in that fight, because I was like, look, man, I like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is polite. Anthony Joshua seems like a real dude. And I'm happy that Deontay Wilder's, I'm a fan of UK boxing. But then you get these people who don't understand the dynamic, want to dip their ass from UK into the United States and disrespect their own people in the United States, and don't understand what they're doing. You fucking around in somebody else's living room, dude. If you want to say Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua is the greatest fighter in the UK, dog, keep it there. But don't come disrespecting Deontay Wilder and talk about what he's doing in the United States, because you're empowering people you're giving energy to people that are just going to turn around and disrespect Anthony Joshua as soon as the time is ready to disrespect him. Because trust me, the people like you, there was a video that came out today, and I'm not going to say this peon ass dude's name, because honestly, he's got like 8 of them. This dude, I'll say the country, Taiwan, because most people know. Dude, I've thrown this dude off my channel under at least 5 different names. Where I'm like, dude, you seriously, man, I know it's you. You're using the same speech pattern. It's you. I'm not going to read your name. I'm listening to what you write. And you think that motherfuckers are stupid and don't know it's you. You just keep coming. So I keep throwing them out. And I'll say, how you doing, dude? And I just call him by his original name on his text and throw his ass out. I'm telling you, man. Oh, Brock, for 9, that's just what I told Sporting Icons. I was 50-50 on Wilder against, but his hate made me definitely pull. Yeah, Sporting Icons, I'll say his name because I like everything he's done other than that. That dude needs to stop that shit. In America, hey, you're cooning in America, dog. Straight up, because you're selling us the fuck out from overseas. Deontay Wilder is trying to do his thing, man. He's done nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong but get in the ring, risk his life, take care of his business, take care of his family, give people exciting fights. Every fight for Deontay Wilder has been exciting. He's the cat that you can't say is boring. They can't throw the boring line on that shit because this shit is electric. But you want to fucking talk about how many seats he sold in Brooklyn like your ass has ever fucking been in Brooklyn? The fuck you talking about? They're going to do the same shit to Anthony Joshua, dude. They did the same shit. They did the only time that you're going to get any love from that fucking crowd, dude. And that dude, let me tell you what. Fuck it, I'll do it because you might fucking listen. The dude who there's a cat on YouTube that I was like, damn, this motherfucker did more to get me subscribers than 78 did. I swear to God, 78 let me on this platform, and I woke up in the morning with like 500 more subscribers. I was like, what the fuck happened? I was like, did I do a video that went viral that I didn't check, dog? No, this motherfucker I don't mean to call 78 a motherfucker. 78 put me on his channel. Called me, hit me up, and gave me a link. And I was like, hey, I'll fucking around, jump on there. After, man, I got like 500 subscribers, dude. Just fucking with 78. But this dude got me more subscribers than anybody because every fucking video I made, this motherfucker hated on me. For like 4 straight fucking months. 4 fucking straight months. And this dude, Sporting Icon, never heard of me, never heard of my channel, dog, when he left this fucking comment. When this troll ass motherfucker who disrespects damn near every black channel in America, Sporting Icon got on his channel and said, yeah, he does sound like one of them race baiters. Sporting Icon got on that bitch motherfucker's page and called me a goddamn race baiter and never even know who the fuck I was. Never listened to my channel. Never knew who I was. He just took that bastard ass motherfucker at his word because it was a Deontay Wilder video. And this dude sitting there laughing at Sporting Icons. And that's the only fucking reason I've never dissed the channel, dude. Ever. That's the only motherfucker I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bash his stupid ass logic. Because he's stupid enough to not I don't know if he's stupid or not. But he's just not recognizing what's going on, dude, and how he's being used in the United States. What's going on in the UK is going on in the UK, dog. Straight up. It's going on in the UK. It's not going on here. And what's going on here, oh yeah, whoa, Fanon on that brown liquor. I am. I told you, don't tell me take a drink, dog. Damn. Yeah, nigga, my man, I lost it. Sorry. For real though, that is what it is, man. Just get off their back. When these cats are doing pound LBC, they're saying black people. Because that's what it is, man. You might as well just say LD and take that off and put United States Black Community. I know that's not what that stands for. It stands for Lions Den boxing community, but you might as well say, you know, what it is, man. It is what it is, homie. Oh, Sagu just said, bring it back for now. All right, man. I'll take it, man. All right, man. Fanon is campaigning for the Meritorious Man. Wow, I gotta check my Meritorious Manumission. Oh wow, dog, really? Hey, Gregory, man, you brought me back to school. For people who do not know what Meritorious Manumission is, it's a slave that was released. And in order to be, it was released from slavery because they helped squash a slave rebellion. Hey, man, respect Gregory White. That's what Meritorious Manumission is. It means if you do something well enough and you sell somebody out, we'll let you in. Thanks, man. I hadn't heard that in a while, dog. But my man Sal says, bring it back for 9. I'm back. I just ain't appreciating that shit, man. All right. 16K in the Barclays Center. Damn impressive. Really? General Long with 16K in the Barclays Center? That's what's up, man. Because honestly, man, I could tell that house was going off, man. Hey, but I want to change subjects, man. Just like Sal, dog. Oh, Russ said, big up to the best boxing channel on YouTube. Thank you very much, man. We working on it. Best. Hey, I'm going to say this. I might not be the best, but the cats in his live streams, boxing knowledge and maturity is definitely the best. No nonsense, dog. Oh, yeah, I see you, E-Dog. Oh, Brandon, were you at one of the best heavyweight fights in the last 20 years? Salute. No, I wasn't, dog. I wasn't. I was in my office going berserk, dude, trying to like half the day to distract myself. Les Harp. What's good, man? Thank you for the super chat. Fanon, what up? Wilder's chin is good to go. He proved he's a true champ. But Lord, them hands are granted, bro. Great fight that lived up to the hype. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm telling you, man, I did a video this morning and I said I was stuck between legendary. Like I can't remember what the phrase of the video I did was. I was like, you know, that Wilder solidifies his status. I think the original title was with legendary performance. But then I was like, nah, not legendary. Classic. I'll change it to classic. I want to do breakout, but really, it's just classic, dude. Because that's what boxing's about, man. That's what it's about. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the super chat. Thank you, Saul. Thank you, Saul. I did get that super chat. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man, because we're going to a cause with this. But you guys had me take a drink, dog. So now I'm all like, can't think straight. Damn. It is what it is, though, man. I said, man, I can't see the likes. Can somebody tell me the likes? I think I did my shot before the likes came up, dog. So just consider it done, man. Consider it done. Next time I'll do that, man. Hey, thanks, Sal. And by the way, man, I want to give a special shout out to Sal Gutierrez, man. Sal Gutierrez is like, hey, brother, I'm going to tell you this, man. I know you're a Mexican cat, but I've always thought to you, man, is like my conscience, man. Like, the yin to the yang, dog. Because I know you don't necessarily always feel what I'm talking about, but you and I, we can talk. We can have a good disagreement, and it always be like, respectful, man. So much appreciation, Sal Gutierrez. Because ain't too many people, that could tell me, pull it back for nine. And I'll pull it back, dog. Hey, Russ, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Thank you so much, sir. It goes to the cause, man. We're going to get it right. Let me know you got a question, though, man. I definitely want to answer the questions if you have one, man. Hey, Leroy Smith Jr., what's up, man? What's up? Hey, y'all. Hey, it's 100. I see like 116 people in here. I'm going to bite off. Hey, either like or dislike, man. Tell me what you think, man. Either hit the like button or hit the dislike button. If you like it, cool. If you don't like it, cool. But hit one or the other. And if you've not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell icon so, you can hear the next live stream. I swear that nobody will ever, bait me into taking a shot in the middle of a live stream again. But, hell, today's the day. And, the heavyweight division is live and well, Holmes. The heavyweight division is live and well. And if the heavyweight division's live and well, that means boxing's live and well. Straight up. No joke. Sal, man, thank you for nine. Love your show. Don't change, please. I won't, man. I'm me, dude. I'm too old to change. I'm too old and stupid to change. Man, E-Dog said, ain't nobody hitting the dislike button. No, there'll be one. There'll be one, and I know who he is. And it's you out there, dog. I know you there, dog. I know you there, dog. I know you there. You're hilarious with me. Hey, The Darkness Awakens. For nine, do you think AJ is going to look past Miller? I don't. I mean, seriously, that's an interesting question. Awakens. I'll call you by the last. It's The Darkness Awakens, but just as a matter of form, especially since these dudes had me take a shot, I'm gonna call you by Awakens. Fanon, do you think AJ is gonna look past Miller? I don't think so. He seems like he's a very professional young man, and I think he takes his business very seriously. So I don't think he'll overlook him. And honestly, man, I just don't think Jermell Miller has anything for him because he doesn't punch real well, and he ain't gonna get a decision. Now, if he comes to the United States in New York, as an introduction to New York City, then, it's still not going to go, man. He's not going to beat Anthony. He's not going to beat Jermell Miller's not going to beat Anthony Joshua, man. For real. I don't give a fuck what happens. He's not going to beat that dude. Hey, man, thank you. Hey, I got to see a super chat, but I don't think he's going to answer that before I get to the super chat. I don't think he's going to overlook him. And honestly, I hope he doesn't fight him. But if he has to, if it happens, it happens. But I don't think he'll overlook him. He'll respect him. He's a professional. Anthony Joshua didn't get where he is not being about his business. So, I'm not definitely dang sure not going to disrespect that man that's got to the top of the boxing world in, a relatively short amount of time. Somebody that's that talented, and that skilled, I'm not going to sleep on him. And I don't think you could get that far if you're sleeping on cats. Now, he's got a big piece of business coming up on March 31st, but I gotta go back to what happened last night and say, woo-wee, I'm going to be able to watch an Anthony Joshua fight. I ain't going to be that nervous. Now, I'm hoping he wins. Because, hey, man, he's got to keep up his part of the bargain. So long story short of it is he's got to take care of his business with Joseph Parker. I missed the let me go down here to the super chat statement. Oh, Spence Brook, 154, who wins? Oh, my God. Tate. Hey, thank you for the super chat. And thank you for the odd cents. So I made to tell you, I like how you cats do the 99s. That's love, man. I appreciate that $4.99, man. You took that extra little second to type the shit in. And that's what's up. Because I've super chatted before, and you can just move it up. I think you got to type in $4.99 to do that. So I appreciate that couple extra seconds, dog, that you took to put that 99 in there, my man. And it's kind of like, man, prove it. That's how I take it. Spence versus Brook at 154. Who wins? Spence by bloody knockout, by just beatdown. Come on, man. Errol Spence was losing weight to get everything that he said about feeling better at 147 is the same thing Errol Spence is going through. Errol Spence is probably bigger than Kell Brook is. Kell Brook will get knocked out for sure second time around with Errol Spence Jr., man. I mean, for real, they're talking smack. They would never make it unless they just trying to feed Kell Brook to the dogs. They're not putting him in there, man. That's a bloody beatdown. Man, the super chats. Thank you so much. You guys are making it happen. Coach John Roberts with the super chat. Thank you, sir. Is there a question with it? I don't see the question, but Coach John Roberts, I'm going to see if you guys said something earlier so I can make sure I get to you. Thank you for the super chat. So appreciated. We're going to make it work for the people, man. This goes to the cause, and, it's all love. Thank you, sir. Corey Lee Boxing says, Fanan, what's up? What's good, Corey Lee? Oh, my man, Chinadu Amibi says, Spence. Yeah, man, that's not going to change. I know it hurt. Just to let people know who in the live stream, who live chat, we got 119 people in the live stream. That's what's up. Hit the like or the dislike button. Whatever it is, just let me know you showed up, homie. What I would like on top of the super chats and the people that represent the cause so well, thank you very much. Hey, if you can't do the super chat, I understand that 100%, man. Money ain't easy to come by. But if you can't, at least hit the like or the dislike. If you dislike, let it be said. If you like, let it be said. We should all do our part, man. It's 80 likes. That's what's up. God no, I lost my train of thought, man. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh, but Kell, I think I was talking about Kell Brook and Fanan, who you think? Oh, this is David Valdez. I missed it. David Valdez. That was a different one that came up. Cool. Fanan. You think they're going to feed Kell Brook to Charlo? No, I don't. I think that they're going to get the Amir Khan. I think it's going to be like a rehabilitation. It's going to be like a rehabilitation fight. Like the battle of like I've said before in other videos, it's going to be the battle of the glass chin and the glass eye. That's where Eddie Hearn is heading. Eddie Hearn is going to push him to Saddam Ali for the 100. If it's either going to be a fight with Amir Khan straight away, if Amir Khan takes it, because Amir Khan sounds shady, real shaky about it, or it's going to be Saddam Ali. If he throws, honestly, man, it would be like something. I would think Eddie Hearn hated Kell Brook if he put him in there with Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo will beat the brakes off him, man. It'll be a good fight while it lasts, but since the book is out on Kell Brook, anytime the book is out on you, man, it makes it tough on you, man. Anytime the book is out, it's tough, straight up, because people know what to do with you. Just like Adrian Bronner, until Marcus Maidana, after Marcus Maidana put the book out on him, who knew, how to beat him. But once somebody sees what is suspect in you, they know what to do. Same thing with Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez. That straight right hand. People stayed away from that left hand, understand, okay, what Manny Pacquiao wants to do is he wants to hit you with that big left. Just, go, roll out to your, what is it, man? Yeah, roll out to your left and stay away from that straight right. And, that straight left, throw your straight right. Try to catch him coming in when he lunges in with your straight right, and you might get him up out of there. And that's what people kept doing. And that's, that was the book on him. So Kell Brook, the book is out on him. Jab his eyeballs. Jab his eyeball. Just keep jabbing him in the eye. Jabbing him in the eye, jabbing him in the eye. You ain't got to damn near even worry about the body. Just jab him to the eye. Left, right, eye. And eventually that shit's going to start swelling. And, that's what it is. And you could even see it in that fight as short as it lasted with Robchenko. Robchenko was jabbing at that eye. That's the only valuable thing that I saw to that. And Kell Brook stayed away from it, But, hey, man, he's throwing that jab at that eye, dog. These cats are not going to feel sorry for him. And Jermell Charlo is going to bust him in that eye. Heavy. At a certain point in time, he's going to bust him in that eye. And he's going to knock the titanium up out that bitch. I'm telling you. So, no, dog. They're not going to. If he did it, I would say Eddie Hearn really doesn't like him. And Eddie Hearn's trying to set that dude up for failure. Kell Brook right now is a rehabilitation project. And it's not going to go anywhere, man. You have two titanium eyes. I mean, you have two titanium eye sockets. End of conversation, homie. You know what I mean? It's like you're a sprinter and you've got two torn ACLs and two torn hamstrings. It's not happening for you, homie. It's over. It's just a matter of time till you get in there with somebody that can exploit it. And he's going to get in there in a bigger weight class where he's the smaller guy. Because at 147, he was, he would shrink down to 147 and he would be bigger. He would be stronger. He can manhandle, do a good job to manhandle Sean Porter, right, to get the belt. But now he's talking about at 154, where you guys got guys like Jared Hurd, who I don't even know what that dude's walking around weight is, but he looked like he about 6'2", weighing 154 pounds, walking through punches, coming at you. Come on, man. He needs to stop. I did a video about that, dog. I'm probably going to put it up a little later today. It is what it is, though, man. We'll see what's going on. Hey, peace. Hey, Mark Blake. I was real behind on the real behind on the comments. Toe Yang, yeah, Wilder survived round 7. Let me see what you talking about, my man. Let me see what you. Hey, DFW Boxing, what's good, man? What's happening, man? I know you excited about your fight coming that you wanted to come to Dallas. What's good? Fanon said the ring will have titanium all in it. Exactly, dog. It'll just be. Come on, man. Shit'll have little bits of silver all over the place. I don't know what color titanium is, but that shit's coming out his eyeball, dog. Straight up. Because they going to hit him in that shit straight up. Oh, Chosen said Brook is not easy work, Fanon. He might not be easy work, dude, but he's work. None of these guys are easy work. So I won't say easy work. But, man, come on. Neither is Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo can pop, and he can box, and he knows what to do. The book is out, man. It is what it is, though, man. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't think we're going to see. That's going to be one of these hypothetical conversations. Honestly, Jermell Charlo versus we might as well, instead of talking about Jermell Charlo versus Kell Brook, we might as well be talking about Ali versus Jack Dempsey. Both of them are deceased and the fight ain't happening. Okay, we know damn sure it ain't happening. So I'm not quite sure what damn sure it ain't happening, but dude, I'm leaning towards, man, come on, dog. That's called cashing in the chips right there. Straight up. Hearns wouldn't let Brook say Charlo. Oh, no, dog. Come on, man. That's just not even. I mean, at a certain point in time, man, you got to come on with it, man. Like, I know certain people don't, and I'm not, putting this on anybody in here specifically. But come on, man. That's not a right fight to happen, man. Oh, any thoughts on Bivol Barrera fights and thoughts on the Kovalev fight? Here's my thoughts. I didn't watch that shit. Because they had no business counter-programming the best heavyweight fight in 15 years, man. So I'll go check it out on YouTube. I'll check out the highlights. But, come on, man. Kovalev was in against a guy. I knew Kovalev was going to knock out that guy before the shit happened. Because that's what they're doing with Kovalev. They had no business throwing that fight that night. That was disrespectful to boxing. Seriously, man. That was and that's what I'm talking about, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. You don't throw a fight that night. Not that night. You're going to try to come on, man. You trying to tear down the sport. You can't tell me. I looked at the box. Hey, when my man out there in the UK did the seat thing or whatever, the ticket sales. While I was on Ticketron, I went and looked at the ticket sales for the Kovalev fight. That shit was abysmal. That shit was wide open, dog. You can get ringside seats easy. All the ringside seats were available. It was ridiculous, man. It was ridiculous. They should have never done it. So I can't even. That's what I'm saying, man. I make videos about HBO on the reg pretty much after every HBO fight, talking about how those dudes are falling apart, man. They are. And that's ridiculous. They're so arrogant that they would counter-program Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. They really don't have respect for boxing. They really think that boxing fans do not know a good fight when they see one. And they'll believe a good fight is what they tell them a good fight is. I think HBO and these cats think that, if we tell them that Royave versus Estrada is, a great fight, they'll just believe it. They'll just believe it. And they'll take our word on it because, we're the biggest guys. We've got the biggest channel. We've got the most subscribers. We've got the most subscribers to watch boxing. So we'll just tell them that Kovalev versus McCallican is a great fight. And they'll tune in and they'll watch us. Not realizing, dude, come on, man. All your fan base for boxing are hardcore fans. And there's no hardcore fan that is going to watch Sergey Kovalev over Andre Ward versus Luis Ortiz. No way, man. And they need to stop it, dog. Oh, Sal Gutierrez says, Fanon, HBO does have loyal fans. What you think? They got loyal boxing fans. They got loyal subscribers. And they got subscribers that don't tune in, that don't have a Showtime subscription. No doubt about that. All you're going to do is, if you are an HBO fan and you a TV, what do you call it, couch potato, and you're going to watch what's on HBO or whatever, and you might be interested, on what's on TV, and you see HBO and you see an HBO fight, you might turn it on because you don't have Showtime. Because, you got Game of Thrones on HBO. You've got, what are the other ones? Man, there's a bunch of HBO, reasons to watch HBO. There are more reasons to watch HBO than there are to watch Showtime. No doubt. I got HBO. I don't have HBO because of the boxing. I got HBO because of Game of Thrones. I got HBO because of what my daughter wants to watch or whatever. And honestly, me and my wife are having a conversation about why are we paying these cable bills? Because we spending all our time watching shit on the phone and Hulu. So why am I watching it? And I'm like, it might be time to get rid of HBO. Straight up, because it's going to be a year before the Game of Thrones is on. So I might as well sit 10 months out, save myself, $150 and tune into, and I might be able to watch, I might be able to buy the season of Game of Thrones off HBO. You know what I mean? Yeah, Gregory White says, Fanon, HBO is decaf city. Yeah, it's got to be, man. That's what they're doing. Big Game Orenthal James says HBO is the default premium channel. It is. It's the best channel, in my opinion. In my opinion, HBO is the best channel to watch. It's my favorite channel to watch because of Game of Thrones, and because before that, Boardwalk Empire. Actually, I gotta watch The Wire. So many people talk about The Wire. I gotta watch the shit just to catch the references, But Showtime Boxing is the reason I am subscribed. Here's the thing. With HBO, boxing is there, but the reason I'm subscribed is because of the rest of their programming. Showtime, the reason I'm subscribed is because of their boxing. Boxing is a premier thing on Showtime. It is an afterthought on HBO. And it's just real. I mean, that's how I see it. It is what it is though, man. I'll tell you this though. So that was a long ass conversation on why I didn't even watch that shit. But I'm not watching. Man, I'm wasting my time with no Sergey Kovalev bullshit. If I can watch Deontay Wilder and Uskatagu. Hey, Uskatagu I had a wrong. I think that's the wrong prediction. The first wrong prediction I've done in a long time. I don't talk about it a lot, man. But if I don't know a guy's gonna win, I don't pick anything. And I actually went out of my way to pick Andre Durrell in that fight against Jose Escadagu, and Escadagu pulled it off. Not pulled it off. He dominated. He's the better fighter. He's just the better fighter. And now I got to think about whether David Benavidez is going to be able to beat him. Escadagu keeps that distance real nice. He's real aggressive, but we're going to see. We got a new player in 168 in Jose Escadagu for sure. Hey, what's going on, J-Dog? It's all good here, man. Hope everything's good with you. Curtis Anderson, Fanon, since Mayweather left, HBO hasn't been the same. Nah, it's not. It's terrible. Boxing is terrible. The program got better. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit is like epic. It's like it's better than going to the movies, man. Sanctus Decor. Yo, Ty, thanks for some gangster ass on me. I don't know what that is, dog. It's funny. Oh, the eye fella, Uskatagu is a player, underrated. Yeah, I don't know if he's not underrated now. Uskatagu's not underrated by me now. Hey, man, even with my man Caleb Plant. I don't know what Caleb Plant versus Escadagu would be a fight. Hey, I would love to see that, man. I would love to see that. Sign of the Times, TVQ, HQ. Jose is huge for that weight class. Yeah, he's a big boy. He didn't look that too much bigger than Durrell, though. He really didn't, man. And he doesn't look necessarily like he's bigger than David Benavidez or Gilberto Ramirez. 68's, hey man, 68's looking better and better, dude. John Ivan says Darrell should retire. Yeah, probably. It's time to stop, man. It's time. He got beat up bad, dude. He got beat up real bad in that fight. Real bad. And it was a good stoppage, man. I was happy to see that stoppage. Mr. Boxing All Day. Hey, Phenom, my prediction was Wilder by 9th round TKO ref stoppage. My question is if Joshua beats Parker and fights Miller, should Wilder take a fight with Dominic Breazeale over the summer till the Joshua fight? Yeah, he should stay busy. But see, here's going. All right. You ever had a moment when you like, man, should I tell him to do what he should do? Like, should I tell him what is smart? Or should I tell him, what is hard, what is best for boxing? All right, so I'll call it the Floyd Mayweather decision or the Paul Williams decision. So, like, Paul Williams fought Margarito when he had no business. He didn't need to. He should have been calling for the Floyd Mayweather fight. As a result, he gets in with a guy with wrapped hand, with plaster of Paris on his hands, and it busts his head up. And now he's a little softer for Sergio Martinez. And even though he won the fight, he lost because he got hurt. I don't know if people remember that fight, but it was like he was getting hit with bricks for the entire second half of the fight. But that cheating bastard Margarito took everything out of him. And really, after that fight, he wasn't the same fighter anymore. Right? So I would call that, the Paul Williams route. Or should he take the Floyd Mayweather fight? Excuse me, not Floyd, because there was money. There was Pretty Boy. Or should he take the 147-pound title route with Floyd and take the fights that are the smartest, that he can win, that he continue to earn money on? Since I'm going to take a hybrid approach. Since he just had a fight that he had no business fighting. Because trust me, people would have been calling him dumb as stones if he would have lost that fight. If Victor Ortiz didn't win that fight, because I had Victor Ortiz up on the cards. Even though I did have a suspicion that Victor Ortiz needed a knockout to win. Because, Victor Ortiz wasn't going to bring no money to the table. And that's a whole lot of money in the Barclays Center if you can get Anthony Joshua up in there, and a whole lot of money for the refs, and a whole lot of money for the trainers, and a whole lot of money for the state of New York, and it's a major worldwide attraction, to get Anthony Joshua in there to set up that fight between Wilder and Joshua. I still thought to myself, stupid ass fight. But I did have him down on the cards myself. If he had lost, that would have been the dumbest decision made in boxing, damn near boxing history. To decide to fight Luis Ortiz, after he had been put in the, after he had got tested positive for steroids or failed the drug test, it was a diuretic that he tested positive for. That would have been the dumbest decision in the history of boxing if he had lost that fight. But hey, man, he rolled the dice. He believed in himself. He won the fight. And now he's here. So please, don't take another stupid fight. The ball is in the court of Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua cannot get out of fighting Deontay Wilder now in the eyes of a reasonable boxing fan. Because there is no win on Anthony Joshua's resume that is definitively better than the major win on Deontay Wilder's resume. And on top of it, Deontay Wilder's already got 40 damn fights. He's got 40 fights. That's a lot of fights in modern boxing. With 39 knockouts, he's done everything he's done to deserve a fight. If he wants to stay busy, man, take somebody with a glass jaw and knock him the fuck out and wait for Anthony Joshua to do what he got to do, because he's already taken the chance he needed to take. Dominic Breazeale can punch. If it's Dominic Breazeale, okay, whatever. It's Dominic Breazeale. But really, just but I'll tell you who he shouldn't fight. Do not fight Dillian White. Be very clear that you're not fighting Dillian White, and if they ask you to fight Dillian White, you can have his fucking belt. because I'm not putting any money in Eddie Hearn's pockets to help him delay this fight with Anthony Joshua. I'm not doing it. So WBC, if you want me to fight for you and you want this gigantic payday that will come from me fighting Anthony Joshua, I double dare you. I dare you, double dare you, and triple dare you to make fucking Dillian Whyte my mandatory, because I will fucking drop my belt on principle. I'm not fucking with him because that's a setup for Eddie Hearn. I want the fight with Anthony Joshua. I fought my mandatory. I took the hardest voluntary that you could have possibly. I took the hardest voluntary, the hardest voluntary possible. I'm not fighting Dillian Whyte. Not because I don't think I can beat Dillian Whyte, because I'll knock his ass out. I'm talking in Deontay Wilder's thing, but because I'm not going to allow Eddie Hearn to get a free payday off me. No, I want Anthony Joshua, and I'm not dealing with Eddie Hearn until it's Anthony Joshua. If Eddie Hearn wants to talk to Deontay Wilder, it needs to be about Anthony Joshua. Every time Dillian Whyte's mouth comes up, it's like everybody goes deaf. We're not trying to hear it. Dillian Whyte don't deserve a shot at Deontay Wilder. He doesn't deserve it. He got sparked by Anthony Joshua. That's my take. I think he should take whoever it is he wants to fight to stay busy and keep the pressure firmly on Anthony Joshua. And if Anthony Joshua want to keep, making excuses, or Eddie Hearn, not Anthony Joshua, wants to make excuses, hey, man, so be it. But nah, man, no. That's my take on it anyway. Let me back up, man. White should step up and fight Mansoor, Big Baby, or Brazil. Yeah, I don't care what he does, man. I don't care what Dillian Whyte does. Dillian Whyte should not get a Anthony Joshua fight. You don't get that out, dude. You don't get that out, Eddie. You don't get it. Oh, Gregory White, Fanon, Ortiz would rout Hearn's stable. Yeah, exactly. And that, somebody else said that in the comment section. Yeah, do that. Tell, you want me to fight Dillian Whyte? Have Dillian Whyte fight Ortiz. Since Dillian Whyte wants to say Wilder got a glass jaw, and that he expects Wilder to win because Ortiz is 1,000 years old. Dillian Whyte, get your ass up in there. Get your ass up in there with Luis Ortiz, and we'll see what's happening, dog. It'll be done, and Ortiz will be the number one. Ranked cat with the WBC. And if Ortiz gets a rematch, Ortiz will get knocked out again. Straight up. But definitely, no, man. I don't want to hear it, man. And the WBC in this circumstance, in my opinion, needs to do what's best for boxing fans, the people that pay their bills. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear anything other than Anthony Joshua fights Joseph Parker. We treat it like it's a semifinals of a tournament. Anthony Joshua went up first. And by the way, this is the second time it's happened. Deontay Wilder stepped up and beat Bermane Stiverne first in, I forget, was it December? Can't remember the month. Maybe in November, December. Deontay Wilder knocked out. He had to get up first. He had to go first. And he knocked out Bermane Stiverne. And then later that month, Anthony Joshua fought Carlos Takam and got, in my opinion, for real, dog, please. He got a unanimous decision turned into a TKO. The ref turned a unanimous decision into a TKO. But, either way it went, Anthony Joshua would have won that fight. Again, in March, Deontay Wilder goes first, steps up against the tougher competition in Luis Ortiz, knocks out Luis Ortiz. He's down in the fight. You can say what the judges had on the scorecard, but Deontay Wilder didn't know that. Deontay Wilder just knows that this dude, hey man, I got hurt. And anyway, he showed up. So he knocks out Luis Ortiz, the better fighter. Now you have Anthony Joshua in against Joseph Parker, who has a belt. Have him, after that fight happens, I don't want to hear anything else. There should be no excuses. There should be no excuses. Eddie Hearn, Al Heyman need to be getting together. Shelly Finkel, actually I think it's Shelly Finkel, Eddie Hearn and Shelly Finkel need to get in a room, hash it out, get the money right, 60-40, whatever it is. Clearly, Anthony Joshua is the big money man, right? He's the big money man, so he deserves, and I'm just being truthful, he deserves the lion's share of that money. Because the UK is going to bring the lion's share of that money. So it's the UK fighter that deserves that money. Because the UK is going to bring that money. Straight up. No joke. And any Anthony Joshua, any Deontay Wilder cat that says I'm talking that dumb shit, I'm not talking that dumb shit. I'm trying to keep it, in the words of the youth, I'm trying to keep it 100. And I'll go through the live stream in a second, man. I just want to finish this point. I see my man Nino Brown Boxing said for 9. Hey, my man deserves that money because the UK is going to give him that money. He deserves that portion of that fight that's coming from his country, the people that support him. And over Deontay Wilder deserves a portion of the money that's going to come from the people that support him. But I'm telling you, the pool of money that's supporting Deontay Wilder is bigger than you think it is. Despite what all these trolls and Eddie Hearn wants to tell you, trying to negotiate. But whatever it happens, let that money split get happening. Decide who's going to fight who and get in the ring. And if it's a close fight, get in the ring again. Do Ali. Any of these cats, man, see that's what I'm saying, man. Do an Ali. Oh, my man said Lacey Griffin's, the pound. That's what it is. That's what they got. And here, man, I'm going to play UK fan because he's dumb off. Lacey, like I said, man, somebody way back about an hour and 15 minutes made me take a shot, and I'm a lightweight. So I'm a little wrong on this video. But I'm just going to tell the truth about the UK and try to represent it in a way where, I'll represent what UK fans should argue. Look, my man Anthony Joshua is going to bring the most money to the table because we, Anthony Joshua fans, are going to pay for it. So since I'm paying Anthony Joshua's purse, I want to make sure my man gets the most of it. I'm cool with that. But in the United States fan says, okay, cool. You are bringing the most money because we got a whole bunch of people over here, short stopping my man, not giving him his credit or whatever. So you're right. Let's call it a day. Let's call it even Steven. 60-40. Don't disrespect my man by talking about no shit 35%. You gave Joseph Parker 30%. He don't deserve shit because he's a paper champ if ever there was one. Deontay Wilder just showed that what my man's bringing to the table? He's bringing around respect. He's bringing the Hall of Fame to Anthony Joshua. Because if Anthony Joshua gets past Deontay Wilder, he's stamped. He's stamped an all-time great. So he don't just have your money. He gets Canastocia? He gets immortality, dog. He gets immortality, but he can only get that shit from Deontay Wilder. So let's split it up, 60-40. All right, 60-40, make it happen. But let's not have 5-6 fights where the fight don't happen, man. Because we trying to find a way to make, to skirt around Deontay Wilder. There ain't no skirting around Deontay Wilder. He's dead in your face, dog. He's dead in your face. Anyway, man, I went off on that a minute. Hey, Gregory White, thank you very much for the super chat. So much. I don't see a question with that, but thank you, sir. Hey, John Ivan, man, peace for now. He said peace for now. I got to roll. Hey, peace to you as well, man. It's a wonderful boxing conversation. I'm trying to tell you that's what the channel's about. We moving to having real good, real-time conversations with intelligent and respectful boxing fans. And I'm going to look back to see if anybody had to get blocked. Unless the blocks don't show up, I'm going a long way before I had to have any, without having my people like 1-2 and Trey X put motherfuckers up out of here. So clearly we're attracting a mature and respectful, it's all the way back, dog. Mature and respectful boxing conversation here. And that's what we want to do. Yeah, K Black Boxing, right? No trolls today. Y'all ain't welcome. I mean, for real. What's going on, Lewis Hinton? What's good, Lewis? I mean, I've seen your name, Lewis Hinton. What's good, my man? If we spoke before, what's good, man? If not, man, I'm so sorry if we did, forgive me that I forgot, but hey, what's good to you, my man? The truth says shout out Fanon. Yeah, shout out to the UK, man. It's love, man. It's love between the United States and the UK, man. It really is. And this is one thing I would really hope would be remembered during this thing that's going on. This is good between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Is if we could have respectful conversations between the two camps, right? And have an accelerated or an elevated version of Lamont Peterson versus Errol Spence, where both camps respected one another. And, and we're like, look, man, we know it's going to be a war, but I respect that, man. I respect you. But, hey, I'm going to knock your head off. And this dude's trying to knock my head off. And we're going to make it happen. And if Anthony Joshua would do what he's supposed to do, dang, man, I'm telling you, man, I wish I wouldn't take this step. For real. It's my only beef with Anthony Joshua. Dog, you supposed to be saying that this dude deserves the fight. You supposed to share and share alike, man. You supposed to share and share alike. Tell the fucking truth. You know Deontay Wilder's your biggest risk. You know he's your biggest reward as far as where your standing is in boxing. And I have no doubt that Anthony Joshua believes he can win, and that Anthony Joshua, I say just like I said about Luis Ortiz, I don't know who's going to win that fight, but somebody's coming out the king of boxing. Somebody's coming out the king of boxing. And Deontay Wilder don't need to be saying, Anthony Joshua don't need to say anything like, Deontay Wilder be my easiest fight, or, he don't deserve this money or not that money. Pub your opponent up and be like, look, man, I know this dude's coming to win. He deserves this shot. That's my nemesis. And I'm going to beat my nemesis. Yeah, I know I beat Klitschko, but that's not the dude that I've been called to defeat. Vladimir Klitschko was an older cat. I took him out. I did what I'm supposed to do. But that dude over there in the United States of America, the Bronze Bomber, Bomb Squad, I'm going to get him. And when I get him, I'm king of the world. No doubt. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the Dubai trips. I don't care about whether or not Sky Sports is pumping me up. I don't care about whether none of these cats are saying. Mano y mano. I'm about to get this motherfucker from Alabama and put him on his fucking back. And when I put him on his back, I'm the fucking man. If Deontay was taking that perspective, Deontay Wilder would be respected by everybody. And he would take over boxing. Because everybody in the United States, for what you want to say, every major fight fan in the United States will respect that. Because that's how we roll. But we're not going to roll with some cat that's talking about, man, I make more money than him and he don't deserve the shot because, I'm up in Dubai chilling with chilling. I'm making $20 million a fight. He's making one. That's just not respected in the United States. It's not respected at all. And you be coming off like a prima donna and you're going to get disrespected on a regular basis because that's not what it's about. As a matter of fact, Floyd Mayweather Jr. never got more disrespected until he started playing that prima donna role. He lost a significant portion of his fandom off that bullshit. If Anthony Joshua came up like, look, I don't want to hear shit. I'm going to knock this fucker out. I'm not Luis Ortiz. I'm AJ. I'm fucking Big Femi. I'll fuck you up. I'm Big Femi. If he does that, everybody going to bow down like motherfucking the king is here. If he wins. Y'all saw the Black Panther movie. That's how it works. That dude, whatever his name was, is like, look, I don't care. Challenge. And when dude won that challenge, he won that challenge. And everybody had to sit back like, hey, man, ain't nothing I can do. He won that challenge. That's where Anthony Joshua is. And the question is Anthony Joshua going to step up to the plate? Because Deontay Wilder, that's why he did that. That's why he did the Black Panther thing. That's why he's like, challenge. I took my Cuban dude. That's the heavyweight king of Cuba. Don't get it twisted. Luis Ortiz, the heavyweight king of Cuba. That's King Kong. He knocked King Kong the fuck out. He deserves what he got. And right now, money is on Anthony Joshua's side. Respect is on Deontay Wilder's side. And fuck everybody else. All the haters, all the cats that want to jump on Anthony Joshua's bandwagon, whatever. Y'all know what it is in Nigeria. You know what it is in Nigeria. I got my Nigerian boxing up. Cats with the ropes on one hand. I forget what it's called. Them cats fight with just, they got one hand up and a hand wrapped in rope, fighting in sand. Y'all know what's up. If Anthony Joshua wants to be the man, he got to do what Muhammad Ali did. Get him. He didn't get him. Get him. And he'll be the man. He'll have more than the money. He'll have motherfucking Anthony Joshua stands on the precipice of immortality. But these fuck boys won't let him get there because they'll get behind him and say, hey, just do what you want to do. You don't need to fight him. Who's he? He throws them wild ass punches. Nobody knows him in the UK. Nobody knows him in the United States. He can't sell out. He can't sell out Madison Square Garden. You don't need that, Anthony Joshua. You just need to stay over here, make this $18 million, make your $20 million. We got you. You're the man, and you don't need him. But if you fucking man up and knock Deontay Wilder out, you get to see on YouTube everybody wake up in the morning with Deontay Wilder's ass spread looking up at the ceiling. You become a legend. You can then for real start talking about who wins between you and Ali. Because that's what Ali did. Ali laid out, man. Some cats don't even understand this. I get to the Coach John Roberts, shout out on the super chat. But Strill, for real, and I don't even say this is a texting trill talk, right? Real talk. That's why Ali's the greatest. Mayweather cannot be the greatest because he doesn't have what Ali has. Ali has 2 times in his career where he was way under a 10-1 underdog, where everybody knew that dude was going to get knocked out. Fought the biggest, the baddest, the meanest knockout artist and sparked him when nobody thought he could do it. But you going to fucking hide behind some shit, some money? That's the antithesis to Ali. That's the antithesis to him. That's why he's the greatest. Not because he was so much better and much talented and so much more skilled than anybody he ever got in the ring with. It's because people thought he was getting in there against people that were better and he proved them wrong. And he got to get on the mic. Where's your fucking moment, dude? And y'all had me take my sip. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to talk to this microphone like I'm talking to Anthony Joshua. Straight up. Where's your fucking moment where you get to grab the mic? You remember that Ali speech? That's why I love Ali. He said, look, shut up. Everybody, silence. I told you. You all can't. Don't you ever think I can't win. That speech he gave when he beat Foreman, I dare anybody to go listen to that speech he gave where he shut the fucking world up and said, look, you thought I can't be defeated. When I'm old and gray, then you bet against me. I told you. Where the boxing experts at? When God's against me, can't nobody be against me. Ain't that what he said? When God is on my side, can't nobody beat me. Where's your moment? You got the money, don't you? Don't your boy got more money than Anthony Joshua, than Ali? Anthony Joshua got more money than Ali. Trust me. If Anthony Joshua stops fighting tomorrow, nobody remembers his ass 10 years from now. He'll be like Ike Abuchi in this bitch. Ali ain't fought in 40 fucking years. And he'll be remembered in 200. Because he beat Foreman. Because he beat Liston. That's the truth. But the UK cats that don't want to give him that opportunity by allowing and propping up excuses, all you doing is holding up your man. And Anthony Joshua is more than capable of making it happen. And so is Deontay Wilder. And that's boxing, dude. Because it's the heavyweight division in boxing. There is no weight class. If you think about it carefully enough, you'll realize there is no weight class. Heavyweight isn't even a weight class. There is no weight class. Heavyweight's the only weight class that is not a weight class. Because anybody can fight in heavyweight. Vasily Lomachenko can go up to 100 and fight Anthony Joshua if he wants to. He can make the heavyweight limit. There is no limit. And that's what's missing. That's what I want to see. So fuck all this Dillian White, all these cats. Let's get and crown a king of boxing. Who is the crown prince of boxing? Who is the fucking man in boxing? Is it Deontay Wilder or is it Anthony Joshua? Let's get to the question. Let's answer that shit this year. And from there, we move on. And we can let challengers step up to the stage. But if you got Dillian White in the mix and Dominic Brazil in the mix and whoever else you want to pull out your ass in the mix and, all that, hey, man, boxing is going to continue to be a secondary sport. It's going to be a tertiary sport. You have to look at it on ESPN and go to the end of the corner and say other sports. That's word. That's me. That's what I believe anyway. Whoo-wee, forgive me, man. Like I said, man, don't have me on that sip. Hey, thank you for the super chat, man, Jim Jones. Hey, he said, Jim Jones says, what's up, OG? Clear difference between Wilder and Joshua. Wilder's talking for himself about Undisputed. Joshua's fans and reps are talking about money. Absolutely. They trying to hide their boy, man. You know what I mean? They're trying to hide their boy. But Anthony Joshua don't need to hide himself. Anthony Joshua's come on, man. It's a 6'6", 225-pound dude, Olympic gold medalist dude. He don't need anybody to hide him. He can't hide. He's too damn big to hide, dog. Everybody on the block sees you. Just come out and fight the dude, man. It's going to be real or it's not going to be real. What you going to do? Oh, Real Mun says Ali also beat Ernie Shavers. That's when he's an old man. That's when he was already done when he got to Ernie Shavers, you know? That's just what it is. Hey, 78 Sports TV in the house. That's my man all day, every day, man. Hey, I gave you a shout out, dog. 78 Sports TV, the realest channel, dog, on the boxing, man. For sure. 250 pounds. Yeah, 250 pounds, dog. Let's just make it hot, man. Let's make it hot. For real, let's make it hot. And that's what Deontay Wilder's saying. Let's make it hot, man. Come to the ring. Let's get it over with. Let's get it over with. Who's going to win? Me or you? I don't care. And personally, I don't care if it's in the UK. I don't care if it's on the fucking moon. I just want to see the king of boxing. I want the king of boxing. Who's the king of boxing? It ain't Errol Spence. Hey, what's good, family? What's good? Gary Misso, T. Scott, Larry. I'm sorry I'm on one today. For real. Who's the king of boxing? Who is it? Lomachenko ain't I don't want to hear this pound for pound shit no more. I don't want to hear it, man. Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder can cure a whole lot of ails that ail boxing by fighting. Because that dude is the king of boxing. Straight up. He's the king of boxing. I don't care about pound for pound. I don't care. You're gonna race all kind of cats. You won't hear Lomachenko talks. You ain't gotta hear any, is it Terrence Crawford? Is it Lomachenko? Is it Gennady Golovkin? Is it Canelo Alvarez? Who's your top 5? Who's your top 10? I don't have to hear any of that shit. Who's the man? The motherfucking man is Anthony Joshua or Deontay motherfucking Wilder. It's one or the other. Case fucking closed. Stop all that other shit. Because that's what Ali... Oh, man. Goddamn, Gary Misso. Thank you, sir, for the super chat, dog. Much respect. I'm talking boxing straight up, dog. 100%. That's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. You get to kill all that shit. Because when Ali was there, wasn't nobody talking about who the fucking pound for pound is. When Mike Tyson was there, nobody talking about who the pound for pound is. That conversation wasn't even there. We know about it from Sugar Ray Robinson, right? We knew the question was there, but they couldn't pub the shit up like they use it as a marketing ploy now because the heavyweight king was the heavyweight king. We knew who it was. It's him. It's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is the dude. Ali is the dude. Liston's the dude. Jack Johnson's the dude. Jack Dempsey's the dude. That's the dude. Who is it? And it's right now, it's one or the other. But let them settle it, man. Straight up. That's what I see coming out of this weekend. And shout out to 78 Sports TV and the LDBC and the cats who were honest enough to admit that they were scared about, and I was scared too, about what was going to happen there because cats realized what was at stake. And it was a beautiful thing for boxing that Deontay Wilder won. It was a beautiful thing for Anthony Joshua. It was a beautiful thing for Deontay Wilder. It was a beautiful thing for boxing. Because now we know we got a real one. Deontay Wilder's a real one. Anthony Joshua, we'll see March 14th, are you the real one? And let it go. And if those two connect, whoever wins, get your fat ass in shape, Tyson Fury. So all doubts can be answered. And then you'll have one dude sitting on the top of boxing who is the personification of excellence in boxing. Where you know if you put this, where you can believe if this guy gets in the ring against any other man, he's going to win. Ain't no hypotheticals to it, man. That's my take. Yeah, hey man, Gary Missos, thank you so much, man, for the super chat, man. That's love, man. It's gonna go to the cause. Like I said, man, I go on my rants every once in a while, man, but it is what it is, and I'm telling you, that's how I see it. And I'm not rooting against it, and I'm not rooting against my dude. I'm not rooting against Anthony Joshua at all. I wish the best for the young man. I wish the best for him. But at the same time, in Alabama, I wish the best for Deontay Wilder. All right, we back in the comment sections, man. Oh, Mr. J Duke 40 says Fanon. Now with that one, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that was. Nino Brown, $50 super chat, $49.99. He took that couple extra seconds, dog, to took the couple extra seconds to type those numbers in, man. That's much respected. Hey, 78 Sports TV, J Ball Sir says 78, please unblock me. He didn't say please. He says 78, unblock me. 78 on this channel did say the cats were, he's got cats with them wrenches. They're gonna throw you up out of there real quick. So, let them know, man. 78, if you're still there, man. If you're not, it's understood. Gary Missile says, no worries, man. I support Wilder because I can relate to his struggle, being dark, being doubted, and still on my feet winning. Exactly, man. That is hey, man. Honestly, that is a challenge, Holmes. Slick 93 says, hey, man, Slick 93's always been good. Hey, I can vouch for Slick 93 and J Ball, man. Those cats be real, man. Those dudes they're on my stream all the time, 78, straight up. And they ain't never had any crazy shit with me. For real. Those I can vouch for them. If it's worth shit, I'll vouch for them, dog. They've always been good, been real. Never really came with no crazy shit either, man. Nino Brown, man, thank you for the super chat, man. Wilder needs to tell guys like Thurman to step up. Wilder came off a hand injury, calling AJ out, no excuses. Yeah, man, I said that the other day, Nino. Hey, if you guys haven't checked out the video on Nino Brown Boxing that I did, man, that brother is extremely knowledgeable about boxing. We talked about the 154-pound division. It's on the channel. Actually, a lot of people did get a chance to see it. Check out Nino Brown Boxing. Subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Listen to the man's content because it's solid work, man. The dude knows what he's talking about in boxing, man. Very, very valid decision. Opinion. And we all going to disagree about things from time to time, but Nino Brown puts it down. I rhymed. Nino Brown puts it down. Absolutely, dog. Nino Brown puts it down. Said Wilder needs to tell guys like Thurman to step up. Wilder came off a hand injury, calling AJ out. No excuses. Yeah, honestly, man, this really, what Wilder did today, I hope, lights a fire underneath these cats in boxing. Same thing could be said about 147. 147, dude, they all try, in my opinion, these cats are trying to be, and Floyd had to fight his way out of 135 pounds and do a whole lot of work before he got where he was. Where he got he forced that opportunity with Oscar De La Hoya. And he took advantage of the opportunity that was given to him because he was given an opportunity moving up in weight against my man Arturo Gatti. And he showed. He earned the opportunity that he did. These other cats, man, at 147, Keith Thurman, you ain't earned it yet, man. But it's right there for you to earn it. You got Errol Spence right there. That's your opportunity. That's more important than belts. Everybody will tune into your fights. Everybody. You could hold Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford next month, 2 months from now, and wouldn't nobody care who the champion is. Every video I do, I got to tell people who the champ of what division it is. You actually have to go out of your way to tell them that, man. People don't care about those belts like that. Got a super chat in the house, man. I want to go out of my way. Not out of my way. Acknowledge that. Hey, James Jones, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. Super chat has been, goes to the cause. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoy the program, man. We trying to work it, dog. We trying to work it. Thank you so much, sir. But if you had a question, that would be great. Fanon, the fiasco at welterweight division is shameful. Yeah, because honestly, man, I think Keith Thurman is just he's stuck because he wanted to fight Pacquiao. He wanted to fight Mayweather. And maybe he's in a situation where he's like, stuck in a Larry Holmes type of situation, you know? Like Larry Holmes was coming up. Ali was the man. Ali was making all that money. And Ali actually, though, did give Larry Holmes a shot to make that money against him. He did do the fight, but you know, Ali, but Mayweather's not going to give Keith Thurman that. So he's going to have to he might just have to toil. But if he clears that out and he beats Errol Spence Jr., that's going to go a long way to making him one of the most respected fighters in boxing. And you just got to get your respect. Because, you know, I've said this a bunch of times, man, that as far as like boxing in the United States, and it is in the United States, I'm not going to talk about the UK or Australia or the Philippines or what have you. I'm talking about in the United States. There are two reliable fan bases in boxing. One is the black community, and the other one is the Hispanic community. The slightly more reliable fan base is the Spanish speaking community, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, really the Mexicans though, because be truthful, it's the Mexicans. So you got African American, you got Mexican fan bases, and then you got some smaller fan bases like the Puerto Rican fan base, maybe, you know, yeah, pretty much the Puerto Rican fan base. I'm trying to think if there's another one, you know, South America generally, but it's really the Mexicans and it's Black Americans in North America. But in order to capture the market in the African American, the black community, they're not going to support people on the come up. They're going to support people on the am up. You got to be the best in the African American community, solidify that fan base, and then you can move on. The Cuban fan base as well, dog. And Canada. Don't forget Canada. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, y'all repping Canada for sure. David Lemieux, Pascal, my man Adonis Stevenson, they make that dough up there, man. They make that dough up there in Canada. Hey, for real. Thank you for that correction. We'll put that there too. But in United States, it's those two communities. And somebody at 147 got to clear that out, dog. We got it all divided between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and Keith Thurman and Sean Porter and Adrian Bronner. Somebody got to capture that Adrian Bronner fan base first, because he probably has the biggest one. They got to knock off the Keith Thurman or knock off the Errol Spence. They got to combine the East, the West, the South. They got to go through that shit like it's a war and clean it out, solidify it. And after they solidify that base, they've taken those all over. Then, hey man, where's my Mexican I can fight, dog? Where's my Mexican I can fight? Because that's going to be a major payday. And that's why Floyd Mayweather Jr. never bothered with fighting with cats. Just look at it. He fought Zab Judah. He fought Zab Judah. He fought Shane Mosley. He fought Andre Berto on the last leg. But most of his big major paydays was where he took the African American the black fan base, and he took the Mexican fan base, and he combined those two, and he made for major paydays. Which is why, you know, Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Andre Berto did like 300,000 pay-per-view. You know, not a lot of people talk about that. I know Floyd don't talk about that, but that's the route. And this cat's at 147 going to have to do it. If they don't want to do it, you know, hey man, you know, missed opportunity for you. Yeah, the truth says Miami area is pretty big too. Yeah, the Cubans got their shit too. Absolutely. But I just think, and I could be wrong, but I just think that if you combine the Mexican fan base and you combine the black fan base, hey, right there, everybody else is going to tune into the fight to see who wins. It'd be like everybody's like, you know, the disciples. It's like the disciples and the lords are going to battle, and then you know I know my gang terminology is old as a mug, but then, you know, the Latin Kings will show up to see who wins, you know, or Chinatown, the cats from Chinatown will show up. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do, man. Did it do 550? Yeah, I thought it did 300, but if it did 550, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the correction. I thought it was 300. I thought it was something pretty miserable, dog. Not miserable, but, you know, let me see. I got to take a drink, man. I ran my mouth so long about that dang heavyweight division. I feel like I feel like I got to take a drink of water, let my jaw rest. 550. Thank you, sir. I did double check, but that's just because that's the lawyer in me, man. I believe and validate. He's right. I was wrong. Thank you, sir, for correcting me. 550 paper, but it's still you see my points. Point still stands up, I think. Thank you for the correction. So yeah, man, that's what it is, man. Super chat's been off the chain today, man. Oh snap! What happened? Okay, yeah, the super chat's been off the chain today. Thank everybody. I'm gonna go back and look for some finans. I've been running my mouth for an hour and 40 minutes, so like I said, my jaw's about to cramp up on me. Let me make sure that I get this. And it's love for boxing, though, for real. I love boxing, man, and I want these young men to do well, man. I want these young dudes to do well. And for sure what'll happen if Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fight for sure. Two brothers are gonna get paid. Two brothers are gonna walk out and never have to work again. And that's a beautiful thing for Anthony Joshua's family. It's a beautiful thing for Deontay Wilder's family. And that's one thing that Deontay Wilder said about the reason that he gave a fight to Luis Ortiz. That was respect. He's like, look, man, his daughter's sick. His daughter has an ailment. My daughter had an ailment. And I got paid. He gets paid. These other people didn't want to give him a chance to get paid, so I gave him a chance to get paid. It wasn't as big as a payday as it would have been if Anthony Joshua had given Luis Ortiz a fight. Matter of fact, it's probably like 1/4 of what Luis Ortiz would have got if Anthony Joshua would have gave him a fight. But he gave him that shot to make that money, and that's respect. I respect him for that because that was a big risk. And as far as all that talking goes, he looked at him in his eye, and you saw it after the fight. That's what Luis Ortiz was like, shaking his head up and down. When all the smack talk was over, and Deontay Wilder's like, look, he's a dad, he's a father, I'm a father. His daughter's not doing, was having problems. My daughter was having problems. That's why I started boxing. So I'm gonna bless this man with that payday. I want that man's family to be well. I want him to have that money in his pocket. That was big, man. That was big. That showed a lot of character for him to do that, for him to say that. But Anthony Joshua didn't want to give him that payday. And I would hope Anthony Joshua would appreciate that too. When you don't take a fight with somebody, you keeping food off that man's plate. Luis Ortiz was Anthony Joshua's mandatory. That was a $20 million. That's a $20 million fight for Anthony Joshua. That might have been a $2, $3, $4 million payday for Luis Ortiz. Anthony Joshua could have blessed that man, but he didn't bless that man. He had to take a smaller fight. Luis Ortiz is also somebody that took a difficult fight for less reward than he deserved, being the WBA mandatory. But Anthony Joshua let that slide and not fight him because Eddie Hearn let that slide and said, "Nah, we're gonna bless somebody else. We're gonna bless Pulev instead of blessing Luis Ortiz with that major fucking payday that he missed out on." Same thing goes for them cats and punks down there, 126 pounds with Guillermo Rigondeaux. These cats don't only need to fight just because they need to fight so we can see who the best is. They need to fight so they can see who can get the most money, who can get paid. Not even the most money, because Floyd's on that most money. God dog, man. Andre Ward didn't earn anywhere near the money that Floyd Mayweather did, but he never got to work another day in his life, man, because he was blessed. Now it's blessed not by Kovalev, but through hard work, and it wasn't nearly what he deserved, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Hey, man. Hey, time to ante up. Thank you, man, for the super chat. Phenomenal victory. Keep up the great work. There are no weight classes in the gym, in prison, or in the street. Boxing is a metaphor for life. Step it up or die. AJ needs to step up because Wilder will defeat him by KO. Hey, man, he needs to step up, man, for sure. He needs to step up. AIC, thank you, sir, for the super chat. Absolutely. It is a metaphor for life. And in the heavyweight division, it's real. That is the dude. Ain't nobody stepping crazy to Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder could go to prison if he, forbid he ever did. Man, ain't nobody stepping up him without a shank. Some shit like that. You know. Hey, man. I'm sorry, man. I kind of went off a little bit on the subject, man. Oh, The Darkness Awakens just subscribed to you. Hey, if you just subscribe to me, thank you, man. Hit the bell icon so you can join the next live stream, man. We have a good time in the live stream. For real. We really do, man. I do. I hope you guys do. One and done is Fanon. Did you hear Wilder's post-fight interview? I did, man. Yeah, I did. I did. I can't recall. I mean, I was real tired, man, so I can't even speak on it. There's been so much that's happened since then that it's hard for me to even really get my head around it. I was just so happy for him, man. I was just keep going through like, man, it was crazy, man. Mofongo, what's up? Congrats on watching a hell of a fight, bro. Oh, he's talking about Mofongo. And shout out to Nigeria though, man. Y'all got some champs out there, man, in the UK, man. Hey, Mofongo, thanks, bro. Went with a great group of friends. Barclay was lit. Was it? Hey, man, that's good, man. That it was. Ty Legacy says, Fanon, we had some folks over last night, found out Sam Lankford was from Winford Falls in the same lineage, plus Wilder won. Good night, man. It was a great night of boxing, man. Great weekend, man. Hey, Yup, Live 2 is always happening here, man. Yeah, the live stream is cool here, man. We try to keep it mature, man, for sure. And you know it's good when you get 78 in the house, man. I ain't see Blood Boxing come through with Coach Shelton today. But we got Ty Legacy, Trey X, 1-2. Wilder's of Nigerian descent, too. Of course. Everybody is here in the United States. Pretty much. Everybody is. And there's how many reasons are there in Nigeria now? Like, there was like 36 or some crazy shit like that when I graduated from college. Can't remember I don't know how many there are now, but, you know, Nigeria that was a state that was created in the Berlin Conference, I'm pretty sure. So that's not even really, I mean, honestly, man, the whole name, Nigeria, the name is an insult. Really. I mean, not saying the Nigerian people are not great people and have a potential to have it really going on for the world. I'm just saying that Nigeria, I mean, that means the dark land. And the way that they talk about it is, dark land as compared to enlightenment. So it's really the name is an insult to the people. And I think that they would come a long way, man. I would be really impressed if they ever changed that name from Nigeria to something else more fitting. Not because it doesn't mean the stupid people, man. And that's the translation from the cats that made that name. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But everybody in the super chats, look, man, I'm about to roll up out of here. I've had a great time. We've been on here about 2 hours. It's been love, man. Thank everybody. Said Blood is drunk from celebrating. Let's wake him up. That's what's up. Hey, Fight TV said, Fanon, did round 7 get you nervous? Really? I wasn't nervous in round 7 because I was just like, I was content to see what happened. In the back of my mind, I told myself, man, Luis Ortiz is a straight dude. And if he wins, he deserves to win. And as I was looking at what was going on, I was like, Luis Ortiz is he's really showing what he's made of. And if he wins this fight, hey man, I'm gonna be on my stream tomorrow talking about Anthony Joshua needs to fight Luis Ortiz. That's where I was. I mean, I wanted Deontay Wilder to win because of, what it meant for boxing in the heavyweight division and the fact that I knew and what it meant for Deontay Wilder being an American from Alabama, which is not very far. It's driving distance from where I'm from. That's my people. Deontay Wilder is my people. So I was rooting for him. But when it looked like Luis Ortiz was pulling away and, got his stuff together and might beat Deontay Wilder, my thoughts shifted to, this black man deserves this dude deserves it. He deserves it. He's the truth. And if he's the truth, let the truth be the truth. I don't want to be a hypocrite. Let the truth be the truth. If he knocked out Deontay Wilder in the 7th round, I was not going to be like, all right, man, Deontay Wilder was just a bum. I'm going to be like, Luis Ortiz he beat a champion. And he deserves all the credit that he gets. And I made videos about that before it started. If Luis Ortiz had won that fight, Luis Ortiz needed to get the credit that Luis Ortiz deserved. And then as far as, Anthony Joshua, the conversation needed to shift to, is Anthony Joshua, is the WBA, WBC, is the WBA, WBO, no, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO champion, whoever that is, on April 1st, is he going to fight Luis Ortiz? That's where my mind shifted. So I wasn't really like, I already knew coming in that it was a fight. I didn't know who was going to win. And I think that showed itself in the fight. I was prepared to pay respect to Luis Ortiz. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm saying that Deontay Wilder deserves this fight with Anthony Joshua and to make that money and to prove who the best heavyweight is because of what Deontay Wilder has done in the ring and what he's shown in the ring. If Luis Ortiz had won, you immediately got to shift to him and say, hey, he deserves it because he was the man. He's been putting in work for all his life. Those type of skills don't grow on trees. He deserves it if he pulled it off. As it is, Wilder deserved it because he pulled it off. You know what I mean? So that was but did I think the fight was in doubt? For sure. Absolutely. But I knew Luis Ortiz wasn't no joke coming in. That was a risky proposition, man. And one that Eddie Hearn would not have let. If he could hold it, whatever Eddie Hearn could do to keep Luis Ortiz out of the ring with Anthony Joshua, he would have done it. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. He would have done it. He would have tried to keep those guys separate. But Deontay Wilder insisted on it. And hey, man, with great risk comes great reward. Now, that great reward might not have been money that night, but here's the thing. In boxing, you get paid for your last performance. You don't get paid for your money isn't based on what you did, what you're going to do in this next fight. It's what you did in the last fight. So if you look at the money that Buster Douglas got for fighting Holyfield, I might have been a couple $1 million. He didn't earn it for fighting Evander Holyfield. He earned it for beating Mike Tyson. So the money that's coming in the next fight for Deontay Wilder isn't going to be for the next guy he fought. It should be for the guy he just beat. And that's how it worked with Anthony Joshua as well. Anthony Joshua got paid more money for fighting Carlos Takam than he got for fighting Vladimir Klitschko. He got paid more. He gets paid for the fight he just won, which is a funny thing in boxing, man, because when you win, it increases your value and then you get paid. Sorry, man. I went on a little bit of a something there, man. AJ is stiff but stronger. Windmill ain't felt power like that. Yeah, he did. Big Boy Sr. Yeah, he did. He did feel the power like AJ's. He just felt Luis Ortiz's. Luis Ortiz ain't no joke, dog. Don't think he is. He did feel that power. That's why he was hurt on the ropes, trying to figure out how he was going to get out of that fight with Luis Ortiz. He did feel. Anthony Joshua ain't a bigger puncher than Luis Ortiz. For real. There ain't no proof behind it. Yeah, man, tunnel vision. I'm really hoping that Wilder gets that Fury fight to break, to beat huge pay-per-view event that just completely overclouds anything Joshua does. I don't know if that's possible, tunnel vision. I don't think Fury versus Wilder will eclipse. Oh, in the UK, if it's in the UK, it might. If it happens in the UK, it very well might. But that's a very dangerous fight, man. Straight up. Well, look, y'all, I'm at 2 hours. I really appreciate everybody, man. The super chats is bananas today. Thank you so much. Oh, shit, Stone Love. I don't know how I missed that, Stone Love. Hey, when Stone Love come for real, dog. I did not see that, sir. Hey, the super chat, the live stream continues. Stone Love, I like Wilder. He will beat Joshua. My only concern is Wilder has problems with straight jabs and punches. Wilder throws punches like Tommy Hearns. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree with that, Stone Love. I definitely agree with that, man. I don't know how I missed that damn super chat. Maybe it just came at the end, man. But let me get on that, man, because Stone Love gets his questions and statements expounded upon, dog. For sure. Okay, it just came up. Look, yeah, man. Here's the thing. Tommy Hearns is a great fighter. But I think what we saw out of and I've said that before, that I thought that Wilder looks like a big Tommy Hearns. I mean, pretty much not exactly like Tommy Hearns, but a lot like Tommy Hearns. I think Tommy Hearns might be a little bit more fundamentally sound, but just the tall, thin. He's like a heavyweight version of Tommy Hearns. But Anthony Joshua doesn't have to go up in weight class. And I don't know necessarily if Anthony Joshua is yeah, I see your point, dog. Joshua throws him straight punches, but Joshua doesn't have very good head movement. I'll kind of go with what Paulie Malignaggi, because this is not my original thought. Because honestly, I'm too damn happy about everything to be giving my original thoughts. I'll go with Paulie Malignaggi. When Paulie Malignaggi was asked about that fight, Stone, he was like, look, I know what you want me to say. You want me to tell you why Anthony Joshua beats Deontay Wilder. But I'm going to tell you why Deontay Wilder beats Anthony Joshua and why Anthony Joshua beats Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder gives up space. And when he gives up space, he's allowing Anthony Joshua to keep him at that middle range, hit him with the jab and the straight right, and impose his will on Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder is giving up his space too readily. And that will allow Anthony Joshua to beat Deontay Wilder. The reason that Deontay Wilder beats Anthony Joshua is that Deontay Wilder, because of the non-existent head movement of Anthony Joshua. And if Deontay Wilder, with that right hand and that jab, is hitting that jab and right hand right down the pike with no head movement for Anthony Joshua, it's not a matter of if Anthony Joshua will get knocked out. It's when Anthony Joshua will get knocked out, because Deontay Wilder has concussive power in that jab and that straight right hand. So it's a question of whether or not Deontay Wilder giving up his position will be a big advantage that Anthony Joshua can take advantage of, or if I'm messing up names, I hope you get my point. Or if Anthony Joshua's non-existent head movement allows him to stand right there and get jabbed and busted up by Deontay Wilder. And also, Deontay Wilder faced a guy where he couldn't use his jab. Of the 1-2 Stone Love, he only had 2 last night, because he was fighting a southpaw that had his lead hand right. He had his lead hand right in closest to Anthony Joshua's jab, Deontay Wilder's jab, and he could block it and parry it and block it and parry it, and there was no way that he could really get it off. So all Deontay Wilder had was the straight right hand. He didn't have the jab. But in the case of Anthony Joshua, that's not going to be the case, because it's orthodox versus orthodox, which means he's going to have his jab and he's going to have his straight right hand. So yeah, man, I love the comparison between Tommy Hearns. I've said that before, that he looks like Tommy Hearns to me in a lot of ways, but not the chin. Thank God, not the chin, because Tommy Hearns' Achilles heel was that chin. Because you clipped him. I don't want to say he was Amir Khan-like, because he got knocked out against better punchers than Amir Khan got knocked out against. Amir Khan got knocked out by Breidis Prescott, and I don't think anybody would consider Breidis Prescott at 135 pounds as being some killer puncher. But, it is what it is, man. I appreciate that, man. I hope I answered your question and addressed that comment in a way that was worthy of that incredible super chat, man. Thank you so much. Definitely goes to the cause. Definitely goes to the cause. Stone Left says, I didn't think of that. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by I didn't think of that. Oh, Joshua don't want to see Wilder, though. Okay, that's Stone Love says that. Stone Love, it's all good, bro. I'm going back through my Stone Love comments, man. Oh, yeah, man, I'm sorry. Oh, it's still all good about the super chat. I always read the super chats at the end, man, so if I missed it, dude, I'm going to get to it, man, because seriously, that's what's up, Stone Love. That's major love from you, my man. Chi-Town. Thank you, sir. Southside. Inglewood, if I do believe. Correct me if it's not Inglewood. Oh man, my back hurts. So I'm at 2 hours and 10 and 1 minute 47 seconds as the time I'm stating this, man. It was a beautiful live stream, great conversation taking place between serious boxing fans. I've only seen a couple people get their ass punted. And just so you know, if you stuck around here long enough, if you ain't grown up, if when you grow up, you can come back. But if you're not grown up, you got to get the fuck out, for real. You tearing down opportunity to have good boxing talk between people, man. Oh, Cass says, where do you rate Wilder's power in heavyweight history? That's a real tough question, Cass. I can't do heavyweight history, all of it, because I don't know all of it. But I'll put it this way. I don't think there's anybody that's going to take a straight punch from Deontay Wilder and stay up. If he hits him flush with through three of them, he's going to knock anybody out. So, I mean, it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough to hurt anybody. And it's good enough to pull him out of desperate situations. So he's got that one-hitter quitter. And more importantly, man, he's got the athletic ability. If he doesn't hit you with one, to take his time, he's got the patience, so he can hit you 2 or 3. He hits you with 3, you're gone. So right now, he's got the most power. He's got the most power right now. And somebody got on me about me saying that Carlos Takam doesn't go 5 rounds with Deontay Wilder. No, Carlos Takam does not go 5 rounds with Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder hits him with the shots that Anthony Joshua hit Carlos Takam with, he's asleep. And Carlos Takam I do believe he's orthodox, and he doesn't have the ability to keep, at Deontay Wilder range. He's gonna knock him out quick. It's world class, dog, and arguably, I mean, he might be there with Ernie Shavers, man. But then again, dude, I don't know. I don't know if he's there with Ernie Shavers, because I watched with Ernie Shavers knocked down. He knocked out Larry Holmes. And I swear, man, that shit was 30 years old. I was listening to it on a faded audio on the YouTube video, and it sounded like a gunshot in my living room. So he's got Ernie Shavers power. He's got George Foreman power. I mean, he's got Sonny Liston power. He's got that power, dog. It's there. And I can't measure it because I'm not getting hit, thank God, by those dudes. But it's enough to put anybody on Silly Street. That's for sure. Uncle Burnt Apostate says, cool, just different perspectives then. I'm not sure what that is. Check out Ticket TV. He's on live stream. Yeah, check him out. Ticket TV does good work, man. So anyway, man, I'm out of here, man. I'm on 2 minutes and 4. My jaw's hurting. It's been a great conversation. I'm about to get something to eat. Thank you so much. I got to go through these super chats, and it's going to be like another 5 minutes with these super chats because y'all represented something fierce. Daniel Valdez, if you're still in the house, thank you so much. Rio Amun, thank you, sir. Lewis Coleman, as always, dog, you show up. Thank you, sir. The Cali Enigma, thank you. Les Harper, Russ, Tay up in this mug. Thank you, sir. And yes, I still think Spence is going to spark Brook at 154. Daniel Valdez, thank you, sir. I got Charlo, beating Kell Brook, and I don't think that fight's going to happen. Coach John Roberts, thank you, sir. Big time. Gregory Wyatt, thank you, sir. Nino Brown Boxing. A Thurman, you definitely need to step up per Nino Brown Boxing. And check out the collaboration I did with Nino Brown Boxing. Dude is the truth. Jim Jones, thank you, sir. Oh, I don't know if I answered this, Jim Jones. What's good, OG? Clear difference between Wilder and Joshua. Wilder's talking about himself, about being undisputed. Joshua and fans, reps talking about that money. Oh, I did hit that. I did talk about that. Jim Jones, thank you, sir. Gary Benson, oh my God, damn. Gary Misso, thank you, sir, man. You represent. Thank you, sir. Even no question on that, man, but let me know what you need out of me, man, for that. Definitely want to do that. Respect you for that. Nino now, Brown Boxing again. Double time. I do believe that's a double, ain't it? Let me back up, man. Nino Brown. Did Nino Brown hit twice? Okay, no, I think but still, dude. Oh, yeah, I did. Nino Brown hit twice. Thank you, Nino Brown. Wilder needs to tell guys like Thurman to step up. Wilder came off a hand injury, calling out AJ out. No excuses. Exactly, sir. James Jones, you represented. Thank you, sir. Man, time to ante up for sure. Victory for 9. Keep up the great work. There are no weight classes in the gym, in prison, or the street. Boxing is a metaphor for life. Step it up or die. AJ needs to step up because Wilder will defeat him. Pound, Lions Den, boxing community. And when the Lion LDBC gets popped up, I got to get that respect to 78 Sports TV, Coach Sheldon Harris, Black Fight Fan TV, Blood Boxing, DBC, all the cats. Southwest Boxing, Santi Walton's channel. They make it happen. Trap House Boxing, all the good cats. If I missed anybody, please forgive me. You know what the truth is. And thank you so much to the cats that are holding them wrenches for keeping these bugs out the room. Because don't nobody like to have a conversation when people up there throwing nonsense. So we'll do another live chat. I can't say when we're going to do another live stream. Might be tonight. Might be tomorrow. It is what it is. Hit the bell icon. Hit the subscribe so we know we can have these good conversations with each other. You know what I mean? And your boy Fanon is out. Peace.